got that?
Yep.
Right. Wait and keep it rolling. Now, put it back.
The Champ and its fuselage jig. Pull off the landing gear and tape the battery connector in place so it does not get damaged. If you soak the joint with lighter fluid, the tape will let go without any damage. I've used both of these brands and they both work well. Soak the joint, wait 5 or 10 minutes, soak it again, and then wait some more. After a while, the wing will start to feel loose. Wiggle it around gently and continue to soak the joint. After the wing comes off, you will see the tape that had been holding it down. Remove all pieces of tape from the fuselage and the wing. Clean up any remaining glue. The fuselage jig has markings for front and rear. Slip it on and position it so it's centered on the wing saddle. Make sure it's pressed all the way down and sitting flush with the top of the fuselage. Use a couple of rubber bands to hold it in place. Use the brass tube from the other video to cut into the top of the fuselage. You only need to go in about 1/16 of an inch. Make sure you're holding the tube perpendicular to the surface. This is what it should look like when you finish. The magnets are very tiny, so be careful when you scoop out the holes. I'm using a compass to identify the north and south ends of the magnets. I glue all the magnets with the north ends up on all my planes. Apply glue, put the magnet in the hole, and slide the blade off. Use the brass tube to press the magnet in place and make sure it's sitting flush to the surface. Put a little more glue on it, wipe off the excess, and wait for it to dry. Same procedure with the next magnet. Identify the south down-facing end. Put glue in the hole. Add the magnet. Use the brass tube to press it in position. And then leave it alone to dry. Once all the magnets are properly seated, fill any gaps with glue, wipe off the excess, and set it aside to dry. Once the glue is dry, check that all the magnets are nice and solid. You should have 6 magnets remaining now. Drop one onto each of the fuse magnets and see that they're centered on top of each other. Next, take your nice clean wing and align it in place on top of the fuselage, both in the back and in the front. When you're happy, press it down gently until you feel the foam cracking a little bit under each magnet. This is what it should look like when you're done. This part is slightly trickier than the fuselage because the wing foam is thinner and more fragile, but you now have some experience with this, so you should be okay. Turn the brass tube until it just punctures the paint. And you should end up with something that looks like this. Clean your knife blade in case it's goopy with glue from before. Scoop out the foam just enough to make room for the magnets. If you pull out just a layer with the paint, you can usually press the magnets in the rest of the way. Here I'm using the blunt end of the brass tube to bring the hole to the proper depth. And a quick check to see how it fits on the plane. The wing should settle in on all 4 magnets. To make life easier, I marked all 4 magnets with a Sharpie. The marked side will go inside the wing. Gluing the magnets is similar to what you did before. Put glue inside the hole, insert the magnet, and use the brass tube or whatever you like to make sure it's properly seated. Repeat this 4 times. Take your time to make sure the glue is dry, or else the magnets will pull out and make a horrible mess. Click the wing in place and check that everything looks good and the wing is seated well all around. If the magnets are backwards, they will repel each other and the wing will sit like this. If this happens, pull out the magnet and reglue it. Okay, so we're ready to reassemble the plane. Pull off the tape, reattach the landing gear, click the wing in place, and you're ready to fly. If anything bad happens while flying, setting things back is pretty easy.